Well, you went from being a city girl, born and raised in Tokyo, parents owning a restaurant in Ginza. You were living in Meguro?
Oh yeah,
of your
house
life?
was in Meguro because my father decided that the restaurant is not an environment for the raising kid. He's
Probably not.
very,
That's a good.
yeah, he was
definitely
very
not.
dedicated
But
father.
but then you ended up. So you were studying music over there. I think in
No.
university. What was it? You
No,
went
no,
to
no.
Aoyama Gakuen.
Aoyama Gakuen, that is, I went to high school and then I entered the English major because that's what I wanted to study, and then kind of got disappointed in the curriculum and what's going on back then. There was a lot of, during the Vietnam War, so campus was closed and all that, and so I quit it. I'm that easy.
And then you made your way to America.
Yeah, and then being a only child, girl, my dad would let me do whatever I want to pretty much. And then I was put in singing and piano lessons since I was 3 till 18, which is high school, and very classical music. So I had a nice background. I'm very, very fortunate for having this background, gifts.
And then you ended up came to America. You ended up in California. Became a hippie. Bought a bunch of land.
Bunch?
We own 80 acres of
forest land.
somewhat useless land in the middle of nowhere. Beautiful, but it was. When I say that, I always point out people are like, oh wow, you own 80 acres of land. And I'm like, yeah. Well, first of all, it's not mine. Second of all, it's worthless. It's worth something, but it's not like estate.
It's not money making place.
Yeah, it's not like a real estate agent or company is gonna come in and say, hey, we're gonna build a resort or a condo here. It's north facing. It's in the middle of a national forest. It's 7 miles up a dirt road.
Well, it's a 7-sided national forest, which is a big thing. Yeah, we are near.
Yeah. So
But it's more like for us, wildlife reserve. We want it to have that way. That's why it's in trust.
So we got that land. So I'm born and raised on 80 acres of, well, when I was born, I guess it was 40 acres.
No, we always
you
had
all 80 by then? Because I thought, all right. Well,
no, we bought 2 together.
a lot of misunderstandings in my life about a lot of things, apparently.
Because you are young.
Yeah, I was. So yeah, I grew up on 80 acres of wooded land in Northern California, surrounded by national forest land, 7 miles up a dirt road. So I always joke about being the most Asian hillbilly, or redneck, but I'm actually more of a hillbilly, or a Tarzan, I guess. But yeah, so that was at, I guess I don't have much memory of you cooking growing up. Like, I felt that like that was never really a thing. Like, I feel like a lot of chefs, they talk about their grandmother or their mother always being in the kitchen. You always cooked for us, but I never felt there was really a passion for you. Was that not really something you felt like strongly about cooking? I'm just curious. I've never asked you this.
Because I was into vegetarian. And then I was into growing our own food and all that kind of things. So, and then for a long time, I didn't have even a gas stove.
Oh, that's true.
Right?
I forgot about that.
Stove.
I think it was it was the log home, and even for most of that, we don't have a wood stove.
We had. By the time we had a log home, we had a propane stove.
By the time we had the gas stove, I think I was already like 16?
No, we had before that.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty late. I don't remember cooking very much on it.
No, I did lots of tempura because my mom liked it.
Yeah, I remember the tempura. A lot of soba.
Soba, yeah, because that's good for your health. Yes. And I like it.
Soba is good, especially tenzaru soba.
Tenzaru is the best, yeah. It's an art. So, I wasn't a big cook like, home cooking mama, but I did minimum thing.
Definitely remember that.
Yeah, I think my focus was different because, we did the homeschooling and,
Yeah, well, we had a garden, I remember that. You had over 80 roses.
How many dogs? Right.
I grew up with 7? Was it 5 or 7?
7 was a max there. Oh, my.
Asahi, it was Asahi, Sapporo, Kirin, Mike, Kuroko. あとなんだっけ I think those were.
Brutus and Mulan.
No, but that was after all the others passed away.
And then before that was Tana. You never met Tana.
I didn't meet Tana.
Yeah.
No, but those were.
Usually we had 5 or
I think I grew
6.
up with
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
We had koi fish. We had
Had a koi fish. Yeah.
a lot of things.
I kind of, back then I had more kind of feeling towards Japan, missing it. So I wanted to have a koi fish. I wanted to have a Japanese vegetable. I wanted to have a Japanese, fruit. When you were young,
I still remember as a kid, we drove out to the middle of nowhere in Sacramento or in the valley somewhere.
Yes.
It wasn't necessarily Sacramento, but out in the valley.
Folsom you.
Was it Folsom?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was.
Right?
It must have been Folsom. Yeah, and yeah, we just to buy koi fish. That was
To get the
interesting.
koi fish. Yeah, we did. I was just crazy, kind of obsessed in a way to the culture that I left.
Yeah.
And I wanted to share with, you and your sister. I think your sister has a little more clear memory because she was older by 3 years.
Yeah,
big difference.
she's 3 years older than
Yeah.
me, so she probably remembers more of it than me.